Hey guys, today we're talking about scanning small objects. This topic came up on the Facebook user group, the Einstar user group, and guys asked me some questions, and I said I'll shoot some video and see if I can help show how I do it, and maybe can help you guys figure out the best process for yourself. I had several items mentioned when I asked what would they like to see scanned, and one of them was the Xbox One controller. So today, the video you'll see and with the screen capture you'll see is me scanning the actual Xbox remote. Let's talk about my settings I use. I use medium to large items on all my scans. I seem to have the best results regardless of size scanning at that setting. The point resolution, you can change it for whatever you need. I scan this at 0.2 just because it's a small object. I want to see how good I can make it, but that's really up to what you're trying to do when you're making your scans. I did do texture scanning on this. I don't think that really affected the success of the scan, but the hybrid tracking hybrid feature was the thing that made the most difference, because we're using markers and features. And truthfully, with small objects, sometimes the features are kind of hard to pick up. Even though there might be a bunch of them. So the markers make a big difference. Let me show you my setup and it'll make more sense on how I use markers. I use markers simply by attaching them to my 12-inch Lazy Susan or turntable. It's a pretty simple setup, but nevertheless it's a effective one. And once you put them on here, you can reuse it again, and you get this off of Amazon. And the cool thing about this is you turn it over. If you need a black plain Jane side, you got it. For the scan, because the remote is black and it's shiny, I had to use the eSub scanning spray. This stuff is kind of expensive, but it works great. You can spray it on things and it will dissolve after several hours. Leave it in a pretty clean surface. For those that are a little more budget conscious, you can use dry shampoo, and I've heard about talcum powder being used as well with rubbing alcohol mixed together in a spray bottle. You look online for more information on that. But when I made this scan, I used these two items, of course, and then I added this block. And this block was just solely to get the remote up off the table. So when I scanned it, I can get down a little lower. Still keep tracking. We get a little bit more features as I scanned. If you notice the scans, the remote seems to be hovering in the scan data, and that's why. Another thing you can use that is pretty helpful is a vise with markers on it. It wasn't necessary for this, but for smaller objects like this benchy, you can use a vise with markers on it, and as you scan, you can get a lower perspective, so low that your turntable markers don't pick up, but the markers on your vise do, and you can still scan your item. And hopefully that'll allow you to get a lot more information in one scan, so you're stitching less scans together in the end to get a better model. Alright guys, well, here comes the screen capture I took earlier. Hope you guys enjoy it.